don't get copyrighted for that because that sounded just like it. Okay, today we are going to roast these pumpkins. They are so different in size, but it's whatever. I got these from Trader Joe's yesterday. And if you guys can hear anything in the background, that's the dishwasher. Sorry, I had to run it. I usually get sugar pumpkins from Fresh Direct, but they don't have Fresh Direct in North Carolina. And for whatever reason, I couldn't find them anywhere. But when I was at Trader Joe's, they had some sugar pumpkins. This is the largest one they had. If you have never made your own pumpkin puree, you have no idea what you're missing. It's so easy. Like, yeah, it's really, really easy to just buy the canned stuff, but you guys know I'm always trying to make things homemade from scratch. I just have to find the recipe for this just so I can know how hot the oven needs to be. I think it's 350. Yeah, it is 350. Once you see how easy it is, you actually want to make it. It's also really cool to be like, I made my own pumpkin puree, you know? And you can give it as a gift. That would be so sweet. You like give someone a mason jar full of homemade pumpkin puree so they can use it for all of their pumpkin baking needs. Like, I would be very happy to get that. You get a baking sheet and line it with parchment paper. And then get yourself a serrated knife just so you can cut through the pumpkin. Ugh. I never cut these evenly. Okay, easy, right? I said it was easy. Now you have 2 pumpkin halves and you have all the pumpkin seeds in there and a whole bunch of the guts. Let me go ahead and cut this one too. Oh, this one's so cute. Look at it. I'm gonna get a big spoon and a bowl. I'm just gonna use this coconut bowl. You just wanna scoop out all the guts and you can totally roast these pumpkin seeds. There's so many pumpkin seeds in here, but I am feeling very lazy right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw it out. But yeah, if you like roasted pumpkin seeds and stuff, you should totally do it. You can get a lot from just one pumpkin. You can get a lot. Even like after we're done pureeing it and it has to like sit and drain, which I will obviously show you guys, you can even use that. So now you have 2 emptied out pumpkins. Now let me do the others. This is really getting me into the fall spirit, guys. This is how much of the guts came out of those. Oh, I normally do 4 of these at a time so I can just make it all at once and freeze it. And if you have like a smaller baking sheet, it's completely fine. They can be cramped. It's as long as they're face down. So this is how mine are on here right now. Like, the sheet isn't the largest, so I just kind of put them so that they're kind of like all at least touching. Put them into your preheated oven of 350 degrees and bake it for 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Since I have like one big one and one small one, I'm just gonna check it at 1 hour. So now those are in and I'm gonna check it at 1 hour. Like I said, you just kind of want to be able to pierce them with a fork. And then when they come out, we're gonna let them cool for a little bit and then I will show you guys the rest of the process. While we are waiting for the pumpkins to bake, I wanna show you guys our plan for our balcony. We right now have nothing on our balcony except for a couple of pumpkins. We have 2 pumpkins in the corner and 3 stackable ones in the other corner. We really just wanna do a simple decoration that's not too scary. I found this picture on Pinterest. I'll show you guys right now. I have been wanting to redo it ever since I saw it. I saw this picture like years ago. We went to Michael's and got a couple of things. We got these 2 really creepy foam heads. At first I was just gonna use foam balls, but my boyfriend was like, these might work better. We got a sheet set, just a basic white sheet set from Target. And one of the heads is under here because I was trying to see what it would look like. And the fitted sheet we have here, I don't like that it's fitted because it's not gonna lay as well. So I'm gonna cut off the fitted part somehow so that it doesn't have the elastic in it. We have this black felt, which we're just gonna sew on as eyes. We're just gonna make some circles and then sew them on. And then we have this one wooden stick, which I really wish had a pointy top so that it could go into the head. We're trying to put it through the head and then it's gonna go behind our balcony and the white sheet's gonna cover it. And then this one is gonna sit on top of the balcony without a stick because we want a height difference. And then we have these zip ties here because we want to put a couple little pumpkins on, which I'll show you guys now. I just have them over here for now surrounding our Wi-Fi because I thought it was cute and I've been filming a lot of TikToks and this is always in the background. These are foam. So we're gonna drill holes through it and put the zip ties through the bottom so that they can attach to our balcony. And then we got a couple small ones. We'll probably have like one like that and then like that, and then we'll have like 2 ones like hanging out. I kind of just want to like play around with it when we get out there. Like, we want it to be very basic and simple. You guys also saw my door just now. We wrapped it with this haunted tape that we got. I got that years ago. I got that from a Halloween store in New York when we were living there and we just never used it. Now we have it here in this really cute apartment. So I'm really excited to see the finished product. I do need to get some stuff for the inside of our apartment. I just feel like it's not furnished yet. Like, if you guys can see, like, there's still a mirror over there. We have a couple boxes boxes over here and this couch that we're not gonna keep forever. We're trying to get a new couch and like move everything to like over here. I'm just trying to like make do with what we have, and I don't want to not decorate because our place isn't fully furnished. Like, we've only been here 2 months. It hasn't even been that long yet. So the pumpkins are now done. I just did a workout. That's why I changed, and I tried to wipe some of my sweat off, but I turned them over. They've been cooling for about 30 minutes, as long as I've been working out. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend them so that we can make the puree. Look how soft it is. It just comes out so easily. And that's it. This is actually a really good amount. You just leave it on here for a couple hours because you have to let the water soak through the cheesecloth. Yeah, it's already starting to leak. There's gonna be a lot more in there when the couple hours is up. Okay, that's it for today. I'm gonna let this soak, and then I'm going to put it in a mason jar and put it in the fridge. You can also put it in the freezer if you're not planning on using it right away. But since I'm gonna be making pumpkin cinnamon rolls in this vlog, I will be using it pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Got makeup on this already. Oops. This creepy foam head has the pole stuck in, and that one's just gonna sit on top of the ledge with the sheet on it. You're gonna have to use these again, maybe like a smaller drill bit for the pumpkins. We just marked where we're gonna put the eyeballs. Nick's gonna put the creepy heads on the balcony, and that way we can just throw the sheets on after. And then I'm gonna cut eyeballs out of this black felt. Is this like an eyeball?
Huh?
Is this like an eyeball?
That's a great looking eyeball.
Thanks, babe.
But
cool. I don't know if we're gonna sew these on or just super glue them on. I feel like if you sew them on, it looks probably more legit, but I don't think it's that serious. Thank you. This is it. It's finally done. We have these pumpkins on with zip ties, so you can see that they literally will not come off. They won't budge. I had some fairy lights. I have a couple of them actually that I put around these pumpkins and under these go. So it's like attached. And I also put it under this one. I need to like tape it a little bit better. Then we have these pumpkins here, these over here that we're gonna carve probably this weekend. And then these over here that are really cute. They're like stackable. We didn't even plan on doing it like this color scheme, but it works out perfectly. And yes, it's so cute. You can see the eyes on it. Like, it's so freaking cute, guys. I'm going to get a shot from down on the grass so that you guys can see it. And then I'll try to get a good shot of it at night because it's lit up and it's really, really cute. It's time to make the pumpkin cinnamon rolls. I'm so excited. Today we're actually just making the dough. When you make these cinnamon rolls, and basically any type of dough, you need to make it the day before to have it work the best. Sorry, Nick's hanging up some paintings in my room. So we're gonna make the dough now, which is super easy with the KitchenAid mixer, which I'm gonna use. Tomorrow we're gonna roll it out and put the cinnamon sugar mixture in it and then make the icing. First things first, you wanna grease a large bowl around this size because this is what the dough is gonna go into after to rise. I'm just using the recipe I normally use and then adding in the pumpkin. So I use ChatGPT to kind of alter the ingredients because when you add pumpkin, you're adding a lot more moisture into the batter and I don't want it to be super, super saggy. I had ChatGPT like adjust the measurements for me so that it wouldn't be like that. Now in this bowl, I'm going to go ahead and mix in the eggs, the milk, and the honey. These are all my ingredients. I have 4 eggs here that have been coming to room temperature. I have 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter that is softened. I have this amazing local honey that I've been using for like everything. We have some instant yeast. I have some pumpkin from when we made it the other day. I just put it on a cheesecloth again because I wanted to take out as much moisture as possible, but it's really not leaking as much, so I think we'll be good. I have some cinnamon, some ground nutmeg, some salt, some flour. I'm gonna go ahead and mix all the wet ingredients into this. Now we're going to do the dry ingredients separately, and it's going to be flour, salt, the instant yeast, and I think that's it. And I always sift the dry ingredients so that they blend in a little bit smoother. it's very, very shaggy, which is expected. We have to go through a kneading and rising phase where we have to like fold it over itself every 30 minutes 4 times. I'll show you guys when I do that later. But for now, I'm just gonna put a cloth over top and let it rise for about 30 minutes. This does smell so good. I just laid out some parchment paper, some flour. I have this cool rolling pin. We're gonna roll out the dough. You want it into like a 12 by 16 rectangle. We're gonna put this cinnamon mixture in. It is brown sugar with cinnamon and nutmeg. I have some melted butter that we're gonna brush on the dough once it's all spread out. And then I just have this, I think it's 9 by 13, lined with parchment paper, and I sprayed it a little bit with some oil so that it really doesn't stick when we bake it later. There is another rise process, just so you guys know. After we roll this out and assemble them and put them in that pan, they have to rise for another 1.5 to 2 hours before we bake them. So a lot of time and a lot of love goes into making these cinnamon rolls, but it'll be worth it. Also, I am dressed like this because I just filmed a TikTok. I do not bake in my kitchen dressed in outfits like this, but I could. Also, I let this dough come to room temperature for a couple hours before I started doing this. You're supposed to like let it come to room temperature so it's a little bit easier to work with. It's not really a rectangle, it's kind of like a lopsided rectangle, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the butter on. Cool, now you have this log of dough wrapped with cinnamon, sugar, and butter. You can do like 12 small ones or 8 large ones. I'm gonna do 8 large ones. And then you wanna place it in the pan, cut side up. Smells so good. Look at them, they're so cute. They look small now, but they are going to double in size. I'm gonna cover these with some plastic wrap right now. Perfecto. For the icing on these, I normally just do a cream cheese icing, just butter, powdered sugar, and cream cheese. Since these are pumpkin cinnamon rolls, I kind of wanted to take it up a notch. So I'm gonna bring out this block of cream cheese to bring it to room temperature. You only need half of it. I'm also going to bring out this block of butter, even though you don't need this to be the room temperature because I'm going to brown the butter. And then I'm going to put maple instead of vanilla and powdered sugar. If you've never tasted browned butter with stuff, then you don't know what you're missing. It's so good. It tastes good with basically any type of fall baked good you're making. It is so freaking good. I am so excited. I'm gonna taste it. Nick is like in a robe, so he doesn't want to be on camera. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are so good, babe. It is so freaking good. Just look how like fluffy it is and how soft the dough is. Oh my god. It's so good. That is how you make pumpkin cinnamon rolls from scratch with homemade pumpkin puree and brown butter maple icing. Let me know if you guys make these. I'm very curious. If you made it up this far, comment the blue swirly cyclone emoji, I think is what it's called, just because they don't have a cinnamon roll emoji. And also I asked for a pumpkin in the last one, so I feel like I can't ask for that again. But if you watched the last one, comment both. All right, I'm gonna end the vlog here and finish the cinnamon roll. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you in next week's vlog.